Just let's see what I do like today, Monday. Okay, it's 2 degrees Celsius. 8:04 a.m. Wednesday, May 22nd. Oh shoot.
Daddy's birthday, and the kiddies were wondering what present.
From the outside looking in.
We're all familiar with the incredible bond that exists between a dog and its master. But the world of medicine is beginning to recognize that mysterious connection can sometimes defy ordinary explanations. Does man's best friend have the ability to detect life-threatening illnesses? But a vivacious college freshman without an enemy in the world is brutally slain. Her mother personally takes on the case to find her daughter's killer. Could the mother's undercover work for the local police department have made her 18-year-old daughter a target for murder? 17 human bones.
What keeps baby's skin healthy? A diaper that doesn't leave skin wet. That's why Pampers Swaddlers absorbs wetness better for up to 100% leak-proof protection and 0% skin irritation. Pampers for healthy baby skin.
This program is about unsolved mysteries. Whenever possible, the actual family members and police officials have participated in recreating the events. What you're about to see is not a news broadcast.
Tonight, we'll examine 4 new mysteries. Each one has been recreated in detail, wherever possible using the actual participants, in the hope that someone watching may know the truth. Join me. You may be able to help solve a mystery. February 19th, 1982. A quiet residential community in the small city of Woonsocket, Rhode Island. On this day 6 years ago, this peaceful New England town of 46,000 was stunned by the most savage murder in its history. At approximately 3:30 p.m., Doug Heath returned from work to his apartment on Providence Street. As he walked through the door, he found his neighbor's 3-year-old child locked out of her mother's apartment.
When I saw Nicole standing on the stairs, I knew immediately something was wrong. Where's Mommy? I asked her where her mother was, and she told me that she was downstairs lying down. I tried the door into the first floor apartment, their apartment, and it was locked. I knew something was wrong right there.
Doug went down to the laundry room to check on her mother, Susan Laferte.
I saw a body leaned up against the dryer. In the same instant, I turned to my left and I saw Sue lying face down in a puddle of blood. It hit me right then and there that the murder or something really bad had happened.
When rescue arrived at the scene along with the first officers, they found that 2 women had been brutally assaulted in a basement area of the Providence Street home, and for all intents and purposes had been left for dead. One woman expired at the scene, and the other one was in very, very critical condition. Rescue stabilized her at the best that they could and transported her from the scene to the hospital emergency room.
The 2 victims both lived in the apartment building on Providence Street. 22-year-old Doreen Picard was pronounced dead at the scene. The other woman, 27-year-old Susan Laferte, was barely alive. She was immediately rushed to the hospital. Susan was in surgery for 2.5 hours. While she clung to life, her husband Ernie waited and prayed.
The way they described it, she was hanging by a thread. Her injuries were so severe that it was touch and go at the time.
Miraculously, Susan survived, but she remained in a deep coma. Fearful for her safety, the police guarded her room around the clock.
It was obvious to us that the perpetrator, in his mind, had left both girls for dead. We immediately became worried that he would realize that there was a witness to the attack and that he would come back and try to eliminate that witness by killing her. We were hopeful that when she came out of the coma, she would be able to tell us who it was that had done this.
30 days later, Susan finally emerged from her coma, but she had no memory of her attack or her attacker. She developed total amnesia about what happened during the brutal assault in the basement. She'd also sustained injuries that left her physically disabled. Susan's amnesia sent the investigation of this seemingly motiveless crime back to square one.
Everyone expected me to wake up and tell him who attacked me and killed Doreen. I don't know who attacked us. I have no idea.
Even now, Susan's family is concerned for her safety, and she has requested that she not be identified on camera.
When I woke up out of the coma, I would be able to tell them it's 5 years later and I'm no closer at this period of time than I was 5 years ago. I don't know what he looked like or anything else about him. I have no memory whatsoever of the attack.
6 years later, the police are still searching for a motive. Susan Laferte was a housewife with 2 young children and was an active member of her neighborhood watch. Doreen Picard was studying for a career in childhood development. She lived upstairs in the apartment building that the Lafertes owned. Ironically, she was packing to move to a new building on the very day of the attack. Like Susan, Doreen's parents desperately want to find an answer as to who killed their daughter.
We go to bed thinking about her and we wake up thinking about her. You know, we have to keep pushing and knocking on doors, because I feel like there's somebody out there that has the missing piece to that puzzle.
I have no recollection whatsoever of basically from New Year's Eve to the 19th of February. The 19th totally is a blackout.
On February 19th, the day of the attack, Susan had lunch with her sister, Carol Rivette. At 1:30, two friends came to the door.
Hi. My sister came back from the doorway